Hello, everyone. How's everybody doing? Once again, my name is Jean Jacques, and thank you for those that are watching this video, and for those that do subscribe to the channel. Thank you. I do appreciate it. I appreciate you guys, and I do appreciate if you guys do subscribe to the channel. For those of you that feels this is something that you definitely benefit from, or if you have friends or family members that could benefit from this channel, don't forget to subscribe to it and share it with them, so therefore they could benefit to what I'm sharing as well. Again, I'm back at it again. It seems like it was a good topic, which is disability protection, disability income protector. Okay, this time it's a little different, so bear with me, guys. I want to get into details with you, just to explain to you guys how this work and what does it take to actually get one of those disability income protector insurance in place. All right, guys. So how does it work? How does disability income protector insurance work? So this is how it is. There's actually two types. There is a short term and there is long term. Short term disability insurance usually is something that you get to work through your employer. Actually, there is not much of underwriting that goes onto it when you get it through your employer. And when I say there's not much underwriting, as far as there's no physical that needs to be done, there isn't much questioning that needs to be answered. It's pretty much applied and it's approved. What is the purpose of that? Of course, it's to protect your income, a portion of your income. Now, short-term disability insurance covers a portion of that income, not the full income. And here's the part that goes along with that. Why then would someone need a long-term disability if short-term covers a portion of your income? Which I understand the question would be, they both seem to be doing the same thing. All right, allow me to explain a bit. So short-term, just as the name apply, is a short-term disability, meaning that it covers usually about 3 months or so. If you are out of your actual duty of work, to cover a portion of that income, so that you could continuously to do some of the things that you was normally doing. That's what it covers. It's a short-term basis. It's for a short period of time that it covers that portion of the income. Okay, now can your spouse be covered under a short-term disability? Well, it is spousal benefit. It depends on the employer. It depends on what they provide and things in that nature of what is it that they actually do. Um, the one thing I'll say is it's worth it to get, because like I said, you're not being asked any questions or anything like that, or any kind of situation. It's usually guaranteed issue. You applied and you get it. So now let's flip the table a little bit. Why would someone need voluntarily their benefits to get long-term disability? Long-term disability, as the name also applies, is for a long period of time, which means that you're going to be out of work for more than a year, or longer than that. Usually there is elimination period. Elimination period meaning that the policy won't start until that time already expired, meaning that, say, 30 days, 60 days, or 90 days. The lower you go in the days, yes, the more unfavorable the premium become, because the company is going to take a risk of dealing with having to pay you or replace that income for a longer period of time. So say you get a policy and it's 90 days, rather 60 or 30 days. It's going to be 30 days will be more in premium wise, and 90 days, of course, will be a little bit more favorable as far as when it comes to premium. And so, why would someone need a long term disability income protection insurance? Here's the reason you would need it. If you are working, if you have young ones that depends on that income, if your spouse depends on it, meaning that you guys pay bills together, you guys make decisions together, you guys go out to eat together, when you close shopping for the children, for your child, you guys do it together. So therefore they depend on that income that you bring in, and that income make it one into the household. So therefore, that's a reason for you to consider getting yourself set up and caught up with a disability income protector insurance policy. Apart from that, how does the long-term disability income protection work? So here's how it works. Yes, there might be medical involved depending on the company, and there might be a coverage all the way up, which is an option. It's your option as far as do you want it 2 years, 10, 5, or all the way up to retirement. It's totally up to you. And there might be a phone call involved, just a phone call interview over the phone, because the questions that has been asked lately is what's gonna happen? Is the company gonna? How does it work? How does it get approved and things in that nature? There's folks that wants to know that. Now, how about the benefit from that? The benefit is if you are unable to do your current occupation that you originally signed up for, that this thing takes place, this income protector, disability income protector, takes place in covering that portion of the income. Is it worth it to have? I don't know. Some people may say yes, some people may say no. I'm not going to be the one that tells you you need it because you don't need it. It's something that you may want, just like you don't need a paycheck, but you may want a paycheck, right? No one needs a paycheck. If I don't have a paycheck, I'm still gonna live. But do I want a paycheck? Yes, I want a paycheck. Same thing. Do you need a disability protection? No, you don't need it. But do you want one? I would hope so. If you are working and you depend on that income to for your style of living. Now, some other things that goes along with that, to consider when you trying to get an income protection or disability policy is one, is it owner's occupation? Owner's occupation meaning that as you are getting this policy, does it cover your specific occupation that you have now? Meaning, say you are an attorney, so now you are no longer being able to perform your job duties, or you're a bus driver. You can't no longer perform your driving job, or you're a nurse. You can no longer give medication, or whatever that it is that you do. So is that what it's for? So meaning that that would cover that portion. You cannot do whatever that it is that you are hired to do as your profession, as your job, as your style, as your way to make a living. So it covers that. The other thing to look at is, is it any occupation? Does that mean that what that means is any occupation at all you are unable to do. So when I say any occupation at all, meaning that you was an attorney, you was a lawyer, you can no longer be a lawyer because you are disabled. So can you be a paralegal? Can you be a clerk? Can you be? No, you can't because of your disability. So that comes into play. All these things tied up together to comes into play to when making a decision to selecting an income protector. Most folks doesn't give that think of day of the light of day to say, hey, listen, when it comes to this decision, this is what I need to look at, this is what I need to consider before making this actual decision. Yes, there is premiums that's involved, and yes, there's tweaking that's involved as far as that, but make sure that you get something that actually works for you and your family. Don't just get something that you don't really know exactly what you have. Then when it comes times, to deal with things, everything is in the air because that wasn't the right, the how can I put it, that wasn't the right policy. That wasn't the right coverage. Every coverage is different. Not one of them is the same. Every one of them is tailored to that specific individual. Just because your friend have this, and you want the same thing, that don't mean that's going to work for you. So you need to really look at and understand the power of choosing and getting the right income protection when it comes to you, when it comes to what works for you, not to what works for your friend or your neighbors. So with that, guys, I hope this is helpful to you guys. I hope this is helpful to you. I hope this helped your friends, family members, or whoever else that's affiliated with you. And if it does, like I said, please subscribe to the channel, share it with your friends, family members, whoever you feel this could benefit to, and encourage them to subscribe to the channel so that they could get better information, and so they could also get better understanding on how things work. All right. And in the meantime, if there's any questions, feel free to comment down below and I will respond. If there is anything that you guys need assistance with, or something that you have that's going on, or questions that you may have, feel free to let me know, and I'll be more than happy to try to assist, to try to help with the situation, whatever that it may be. All right. And if there's anything, just let me know. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, and also to share with your friends and give it a thumbs up and like it, and ring that little bell so you can get all the notifications that comes to this channel.